What's going on, everybody? My name is Brian, and welcome back to another reaction. Today, guys, we are taking a look at End of the Fucking World, Season 1, Episode 2. It literally just says Episode 2, no special title to it or not. But just a little recap, guys, from the first episode. We follow James. James, we kind of know, is on a little, I don't want to say crazy path, but mentally, he's kind of like not right, I guess, in the head. I don't know. I guess he just went through a lot of like traumatizing stuff when he was growing up. He says when he was at the age of 6, he realized he has a sense of humor. His mom's out of the picture. His dad pretty much treats him like shit in the sense of always cracking jokes on him and things like that, kind of embarrassing him a little bit. If you guys remember from the first episode, he was embarrassing James in front of Alyssa a little bit. And then Alyssa, we have Alyssa here. Alyssa is also our second main character, maybe the main character also. They're both main characters, but we also follow Alyssa, and we kind of see from the first episode, she kind of has a pretty shitty lifestyle as well. We saw that her stepfather had a few drinks, offered her beer, tried to touch her. You could see that her mom is just like kind of like, okay, I don't know if she's okay with it, but she kind of saw that the stepfather was touching her and didn't say anything. So she's kind of like, she gave me the impression of like she's not cool with it, but there's nothing else she could kind of like really do about it, you know? I mean, there's plenty of things she could have done about it, but she just didn't do anything about it. And I think Alyssa saw that and was kind of like, well, what the hell? This guy just touched me. He's way older than me, and nothing's being said. So you could kind of see that Alyssa's just upset with a few things that's happened in her life. Same thing with James. Again, guys, this is the second episode. The first episode I thought was amazing. I can't wait to get into this episode. If you guys also are super pumped, super excited to watch this, if you guys want to continue watching me watch this series, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and head over to Patreon to get the episodes early. And without further ado,
things didn't always go entirely to plan on my journey with Alyssa.
and they crashed a
Do you
car.
think it's going to explode?
It's not a film. If this was a film, we'd probably be American.
3 hours earlier. I was gonna say, what happened that it blew up?
I kept wondering what sort of sound she'd make when I killed her.
Dude, why do you want to kill her so bad?
So, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
Because we can literally do anything, James. Anything we want.
Ironically, I was not in my element.
This is shit. Put your tongue in my ear.
What?
What?
I like it.
Right, stop that now.
Thank God I smashed my phone. But my mum's been calling non-stop. Stupid bitch. Did you bring money with you?
Didn't you?
Yeah, I just spent it at Laser Kill.
What are we going to do?
Oh, he is out. He's not paying for it. I mean, he got no money, but still.
Take your top off?
Okay. I had to go along with it. Should we stop?
No. Keep driving.
I think I'm stuck.
Oh, okay. See, I thought he was gonna crash and like try to kill her that way.
Do you think it's going to explode?
It's not a film.
It's not a film.
Come on.
Where are you going?
Next thing you know, it just blows.
Well, I might be able to fix it.
I mean, it is smoking a lot. Oh, and there it goes.
What should we do? Do
Go home.
you want to go home?
Oh,
Hang on.
you guys are far.
Does he want to go home? He's saying that you want to go home.
But-
I don't want to go home.
Guys, how are you guys even gonna get there? You got no money for a bus? Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna stop just because you got like
Why is
no
one
shirt.
stopping?
Probably
Looks kinda
because you've got
suspect.
your tits out.
Yeah.
I'm serious. No one stops for weirdos except other weirdos. And you look like a proper dayrily.
Do you want a lift or not?
Might as well just take it.
Thanks.
I was about to say.
Come on then.
Come on.
She's like, are you serious?
I am going to be So fucked off if we get murdered.
Grab us that sweater at the back there, love. Chuck it down to your boyfriend.
Who said he's my boyfriend?
Alyssa was starting to test my patience.
God, this guy wants to go
Are you
nuts.
all right? One of the lads had a couple in Fallujah. They'll leave for, I tell you.
You in the army?
5 year.
What?
He's like the worst kind of person.
He's all right.
I was about to
Why
say,
are
he's
you
cool.
defending him? He's a murderer.
What?
He's
How
in
do
the
you know that?
army. He's murdered people,
Oh, okay.
and now he's buying a dog to murder other dogs with. Is that your family?
That's the missus, Liz. Abby. That's baby Jack.
Jack looks like a potato.
You what, love?
Joke.
She's a bit full on, isn't she, the bird?
Oh, yeah, she can be.
Well, that's women, eh?
I'm bad at apologizing to people, but sometimes I know I should.
What happened to your hand?
There's a rule, guys. When we're in the toilet, we don't do that. What the Yo, he's... What?
Sometimes I just...
What's going on?
Ew.
Are you gay?
No.
Give me your wallet.
You what?
Give me your wallet. I tell the police too.
Ooh. Okay, Lissa. I'm feeling that. Oh, that was weird. I can't believe he just fucking grabbed his hand and put it there. Oh, at least he got some money out of that.
He put my hand there.
You know that if people want to do stuff to you, you don't have to let them.
A double room.
Yep. A double room with a double bed for double sex.
Yo, she is just on
I really need
fire.
to cry.
It's alright to cry. Oh, you fucker. What is with you? I forgot he was thinking about killing this chick. Oh, he's gonna probably hear her cry?
You all right?
I'm going to the vending machine.
Hello.
Is that you, Alyssa? It is you, isn't it?
Can I speak to my mom?
She doesn't want to speak to you.
Damn. How the fuck would you know that? I just hate it when guys do that, like, speak for the women. Like, that's just not right.
I'm gonna go to my dad's. You can come if you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Please, please.
Oh my gosh, he punched the shit out of his dad. No, you still thinking about murdering her? No. Alright guys, that's it for that episode. It was a good episode. I think that the first episode was a really great episode. I think it came out very strong. I'd like to give this episode a nice solid 8. Again, nothing really major happened. Remember in the beginning here, guys, the car was already crashed and it was ready to blow, and we kind of didn't know what happened. So we go back 3 hours earlier to kind of see what led them up into that current situation. They kind of drove. This is the moment from when James just punched his father. So he pretty much stole the Mercedes Benz. They've been driving for a while. They weren't too sure what they were gonna do, so they end up stopping at a few places. One of the places they stopped at was laser tag, just hanging out, playing around a little bit, just hanging out. We come to find out that when they were at laser tag, Alyssa here spent all her money at laser tag, pretty much paying for both of them to play. So they come to realize that when they're here at this restaurant, they're pretty much eating all this food without no money. So pretty much they have no money for this food. So they're talking about how they're gonna what they're gonna do, determine are they just gonna leave? What are they gonna do? So that was a little funny moment there. They ended up leaving. They didn't pay anything. And then we got a little glimpse of Alyssa here when she was younger. Just pretty much saying oh, her dad taught her this kind of way, oh, we don't steal from independent. She says we don't steal from independent restaurants. I forgot the reason why she said, but it was just something her dad told her. So they were pretty much ready to go, and that's what happened. They just got up, walked out, and left. And they were walking, and for some weird reason, Alyssa tells James here to take his shirt off while they're driving. I'm not sure why. I mean, she is all about talking about having sex with him, so maybe she thought, or maybe that's what she was hoping to get to. I don't know. She just told him to randomly take the shirt off while he's driving, which obviously ends up to them crashing the car. And this is James's father's most expensive item that he's ever bought, so he's a little damn, my dad's gonna be pissed, even though he kind of doesn't care at this point or moment, but still, it's his dad's car. It ends up blowing up, which is not good. So from this point on, these guys pretty much have to hitchhike. They start walking in the woods to get to the nearest road, and they're pretty much hitchhiking, seeing who will stop by to pick them up and take them to their next location. This one car pretty much here stops and picks them up. It was a little sketchy at first for Alyssa. Alyssa kind of was feeling weird about it. She's like, this guy looks like a murderer. And they get into the car. They pretty much are on their way down south because this guy here says he's gonna pick up this kind of dog. I forgot how you say the dogs. What kind of I guess species of the dog. Well, dogs are one species, but what I'm trying to say is what kind of dog it is. You know how you got a pit bull, right? There's different kinds of dogs. One of the dogs he said is pretty much in the top 5, I think, or top 10 in pretty much breeding to fight pretty much. So this guy is getting it's a real big dog. I know other dog. I just can't think of the name. That's the reason why I'm trying to break it down for you guys. But again, this guy he's going to pretty much go ahead and pick up a dog. After that dog, he's gonna go back to his house with the kids. He has 2 kids and a wife. And they pretty much go ahead and they're driving. They drive for a while. They end up stopping at this diner looking place, and they're just here talking and things like that. They're just talking, and then Alyssa gets upset with them, saying they're boring. She starts going crazy at this guy, starts insulting the baby, I guess, in a little bit, saying that the baby looks like ham. I don't know. So she's just upset. She's just bored. James here says he has to use the bathroom, so he goes to the bathroom, and then the guy's like, hey, I gotta actually use the bathroom myself, so I'm gonna go ahead and follow you. So they go ahead and go in the bathroom. Then this guy starts doing some weird shit. He starts looking, I guess, at James. He says his hands. He saw his hand, so he grabs his hand. Again, mind you guys, they are using the restroom still together. So already ultimate no. Once I saw this scene, guys, I was just already from the start, you don't do this. If you're men, you don't do this in the bathroom. You don't talk or get close to each other. And no, it's just an ultimate no. And this guy he breaks all the codes, man. He gets close to James. He sees his hand. He asks him about the hand. Okay, it's cool. I mean, you wanna ask him about his hand, fine. But what's weird is he gets closer to James, and then he starts to grab his hands while he's still using the restroom. Remind you guys that, guys. Really weird. And we come to see that this guy puts his James' hands on his penis. Yeah, not good, and that's disgusting. Alyssa sees this and she's like, "What the hell are you doing? Like, you're touching this guy. What the hell?" So she kind of like, I guess blackballed or blackmailed him a little bit in a sense. Like, pretty much she's like, "Oh, if you don't give me your wallet or your money, I'm gonna go ahead and tell the cops you were pretty much touching this like little kid in the bathroom." And she also threatened to say that she was gonna tell the wife, but we're not sure if she really was gonna do that. But long story short, she ends up bribing the guy to give her his wallet. They take the money. They end up going to this hotel. And when they go to the hotel, they're just hanging out. Alyssa wants to watch porn, I guess. So they puts porn on and she's just watching it, but then goes to the bathroom. She gets a little like emotional. She gets sad. I think it's because, I don't know. I think it's just because of everything she's been through in her life. So when she goes to the bathroom, James has this moment where he's like, "Oh, she's over there. This is a moment where I guess I could do this and kill her now." Because again, he wants to kill Alyssa. Don't know why. It's just something that's in his mind that he just wants to do. She's in the bathroom. As you see, she was crying. And James kind of hears that. James hears that and puts the knife away. He's like, I guess, I don't know if he feels bad or I don't know what the situation is that made him want to do that. But he does. He puts the knife away. Alyssa ends up calling her mom. Well, she tries to call home to talk to her mom, but her stepfather picks up the phone. Now remember, guys, her stepfather is not good. He seems like a douche. And we kind of get that scene here. She calls. She says, "Hey, I want to speak to my mom." And he goes ahead and says, "Hey, well, she doesn't want to speak to you." Just like that. He doesn't even ask the mother, not even necessarily asks the mother, but he doesn't even tell the mother that he's on the phone with her daughter, which, I mean, I'm sure her mind must be going nuts because she probably thinks her daughter's missing, and the fact that he did not inform her, I thought was kind of selfish and kind of rude, man. That was like a dick move there. And it kind of messed her up a little bit. I'm pretty sure Alyssa thought that was like a true statement. The stepfather said, she doesn't want to speak to you. And I kind of believe that Alyssa thought that might be true. She thought that possibly might be true because when she gets back in bed, she talks to James. She's like, "Hey, James, I'm going to go ahead to go to my dad's house. I'm never going back to my mom's house and all this other stuff," which gives me the vibe that she's just really upset with everything. She's just not liking the current situation her mom's living in and also herself. And she got a little emotional, a little sad, asks if James could cuddle with her. James cuddles with her. But then he looks up at the camera here. He looks up at the camera and I'm like, what is he doing? What is he thinking? And as you guys could tell, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to like get on that scene I wanted to show you guys. But long story short, he ends up thinking about killing her still. Don't know why. It's just something that he wants to do. Hopefully we get to see a change of heart from James because I think Alyssa hopefully could change him. I mean, she seems like a perfect kind of candidate that could change James because they're both kind of like, they kind of remind me of each other just in a different kind of way, if that makes sense. And then the father at the end ends up calling the police and most likely he's going to call the police on James. So a lot of question marks heading into the third episode, and I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to speak about it. Can't wait to react to it with you guys. And until then, guys, until the next episode, you guys enjoy your day, and I'll see you then. Peace.